Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a while, but here we are, episode 4. So we're going to get to our song and our band here in a minute. We're going to be talking to Man of the Flood again. They have another song coming out called Vessel. But first, I'm going to give you guys a little briefing on how things are going to go up here, how things have been for the past month or two. So one of the things about doing a podcast where we play student music is there's not always a lot of student music that we can play. It all really depends on you guys and how many people are willing to give us songs and write things and come in and do interviews. So what we've been trying to do is we've been trying to branch out and talk to Sweetwater Studios and see if we can get artists from Sweetwater to come in and present their songs to the podcast and do interviews with us. And that's taken a little bit of time, but we have big plans for branching out and what we'd like to do. It's just going to take a while. So what we're going to end up doing is it's going to be supply and demand. If there's student music to be played, we'll play it and we'll do an episode, but we're probably not going to be able to do it weekly just because there's not a whole lot of student music coming into us. You guys can always get in touch with the Instagram page. You can talk to me through Instagram. You can email me. I'll put my email in the link in the description below. I'll put all my contact information in the link. And anytime, day or night, you guys can send me songs and you can talk to me and you can be on this podcast. But until then, we're focusing on branching out and getting a little bit more interesting things coming in here. One of the cooler things that's happening to Gold Top, the label right now, is Sarah Case, who we had on the podcast in our second episode. She is recording an album. She's a part of the Gold Top label now. So what we'd like to do is we'd like to have some of the team come in from Sarah's band and Professor Lundgren and some of the people who are working to finance the album and to get the album around. We're hoping to get them in and talk to them kind of more so about the album writing process and the album recording process instead of playing music, because we have a student right now who's in a big position. And I think it would be interesting for everyone to hear how that process is as it's happening. So that's one of the things we're trying to get done, apart from getting Sweetwater Studios artists in. And we're looking to be a little bit more than what we've been. It's going to take some time, but we want to get it done. So we're going to get it done. So that's the situation here. It's entirely dependent on students whether we have student music to play or not. And if we don't, we have to find other avenues to get content. We would love artists to come back and to talk to us again who have been on the show before. We're going to be talking today to Man of the Flood. They have a new song called Vessel that they recorded a video for. I'm going to put the link in the description below. You guys all can check that out. As much music as we can get out there, we would like to. So if you've been on the show before and you'd like to be on again, we would love to have you. Just get in touch with me, DM me. I'll put all my contact information in the description. And now we'll talk to Man of the Flood. Quinn and Clayton, how you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing pretty well.
What have you guys been up to recently?
So we've got a remix coming out this upcoming Friday, and we've been working on a second EP. It's coming along pretty well.
Yeah, and we're remastering our song "Fool," or we already remastered it. That's coming out Friday with the remix.
I did hear about that. You guys recorded a music video for Vessel, the song we're going to be playing on the podcast.
We did.
When did you guys do that?
We actually recorded the music video in late November last year, before the song was like finished, or really it wasn't super developed before we went ahead and shot the video. So that was kind of fun, dodging around my mouth not lining up with my recorded vocals.
You work with what you've got.
Yep.
How do you guys go about recording a video? Do you have friends who do it? Did you get in touch with a production company?
Yeah, our friend Cheatham, he had never done a music video, and so he did his first one with us, and apparently he's just like very naturally amazing at it.
Yeah,
and
he's
did a great
guy.
Job helping us shoot the whole thing.
We recorded the music video on top of a parking garage downtown, and it's a really complicated process to set up something like that in such a public space. It mostly involved parking our cars there and taking all our stuff to the top and then just doing it and not asking anybody.
Yeah, we really just went to the middle of this parking garage, like in the middle of Fort Wayne, like downtown, and just like banging on the drums. Luckily, no one complained or shut us down.
Yeah, that was we kind of went into it just fingers crossed, like, if nobody stops us, then we can have a music video with no trouble, and it just it worked out.
You said you're writing another EP.
Yeah.
How many songs on this EP?
It's looking at 5.
Yeah, like 5. Like four like full-length songs, and then an interlude.
Yep.
When can we look for the EP?
That's undecided yet because
Undecided so far.
It's not finished yet, so we don't know when it'll be finished. But we're
springtime,
yeah.
Late spring.
We're officially we're healthily over the halfway point. So
For sure, yeah.
How do you guys go about writing and recording? Because I know your thing is you write and record in your dorm.
Yep.
And it's just you two until you need to perform, and then you find
Correct.
friends. How do you go about writing and recording in your guys' dorm?
Clayton and I have been writing music together for a pretty long time, and so the process has become very detached a lot of the time. It's often we'll write like a bit on something and then like pass it over to the other person.
Yeah, it's like back and forth. Like someone will start it, then they'll send the file over to the other person. Like, Quinn might record a guitar thing, then he might send it to me. I'll put drums on it, send it back to him. Once drums are on it, then it's easier for him to come up with vocal parts. So then he might come up with vocals. Then it's just kind of back and forth like that. But for some of our newer songs, we have been with some of the other guys we play with, we have been starting to write in person live more, in a rehearsal setting.
Do you guys think you'll ever be more than just you guys, or do you think it'll always be you guys writing and recording and then finding friends when you perform?
I think that collaboration is definitely a big part of music as a whole, and so I like writing with some friends. Like Clayton was saying, some of those ones that we've been writing at rehearsals and stuff in a more live setting. It's nice having the input of the people that we play with for those, but still at its core, I think we like the streamline of being able to have kind of the final say between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and some of the other guys we play with, which is Brad and Saber. Saber, if you he does some backing vocals in Vessel near the end of the song.
Right.
In the last chorus and some stuff like that. So, other people are in our music, literally too.
Right.
So you guys mentioned Vessel. This is the song we're going to be playing here.
Just tell them about the vocal sample.
Sure, yeah. Okay, so right at the start of Vessel and throughout the whole song, there's this vocal sample, and it's actually the song Cherry Bomb from our first EP, reversed and pitched and stuff. And sampled out, and I really like taking samples from our own music because there's no, nobody can get copyright upset if it's our thing that we're sampling.
Mm-hmm.
Vessel has a lot to do with the idea of your own identity and how that might relate to the views that other people have of you, and what identity is beyond just an amalgamation of the views of your peers. And I think that the vocal sample fits well into that meaning because it's taking something that's a part of our band's sound and allowing it to evolve into a different place and give it a different identity.
You said you guys are putting out a remix.
Yes, we are putting out a remix of our song Fool from our EP.
Yep.
The first EP, the one we released.
Our good friend Cooper Stilson did it. He used to go to PFW. He recently moved to Colorado where he finished out the remix. And I am a huge fan of it. I think he's extremely talented. I'm really looking forward to this release.
Yeah, I totally agree with Quinn. Cooper is definitely a beast when it comes to the style of music he makes.
Agreed.
It's a complete remix. It's his imagining, or
yeah,
is it just...
it's like an EDM remix of the song. like completely reimagined, but it's pretty cool.
When can we look
very
for
cool.
that?
Friday.
Yeah,
Friday?
this Friday.
This Friday, yeah.
Okay. Quinn and Clayton, thank you guys so much for coming in. I appreciate you helping me kick this back up for this semester.
Of course, man.
Yeah, anytime.
Always happy to do it. I'm Quinn.
I'm Clayton.
We're Men of the Flood, and this song's called Vessel.
Am I just a vessel? What exactly does that mean? Do I contain it? Or does it contain me? Am I just your weapon? A dagger you draw when you please? Drop me back down on my knees. Tell me, do you define me? Perfect pairing, don't you love it too? You tint the mirror just for me. Me existing relative to you, and you perceiving what you wanna see. Am I just a number? Statistics lit up on a screen. Maybe I'm another dollar stuffed in a pocket that's lined with greed. Am I just a lesson? Another one you'll never learn. I guess I'm just not the one to watch it get what you deserve. Perfect pairing, don't you love it too? You tint the mirror just for me. Me existing relative to you, and you perceiving what you wanna see. Perfect pairing, don't you love it too? A tinted mirror, me and you. You existing relative to me, and I'll receive what I want from you. Perfect pairing, don't you love it too? You tint the mirror just for me. Me existing relative to you, and you perceiving what you wanna see.
Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. Please be patient with us. We're going to try and turn out as much content as we can. It might take a while to get all the plans done that we want to get done, but we will get them done.